Here we go. Hello fellow simmers and welcome back to another Train Simulator 2021 video. Today we're going to be looking at and reviewing the second valve Swanage Railway representation in Railworks. Now, as some of you may know, I've had a horrendous amount of issues with this route. Just installing it in general, just stuff missing when I've actually got all of the assets needed for the route, and it's been a bit of a monstrosity of a route for me, and it just, like I say, it just doesn't do me. And I'll delve more into that as we get on with the look and review of the route. Anyway, let's unpause our game and take a look at Swanage. Okay guys, so here we are at Swanage. He's got the signs really nicely represented here. As you can see, we've got the nice big Swanage lettering on here. This is something that Portline Parker hasn't done on his version of Swanage in trains, which we've seen in the previous videos. But basically, the reason being for that is because trains, the assets that he's actually used are renameable Southern Region signs. And Swanage has quite unique Southern signs actually on the station. So he couldn't really, get that big sign, as it were, plonked in the middle there. Like, obviously, the prototype in reality. But obviously somebody could make, a custom 3D asset for him for use in that. But obviously this isn't talking about the trains one, this is talking about the Railworks Train Simulator 2021 version. So he's got the sign completely 100% accurate right there, which is nice to see. We've also got nice flowers and stuff underneath there, which is good. All good and well done, really. We've got this odd looking big Swanage sign on the side of the building there, which actually isn't there in reality. It's actually been removed now, but originally there was a Swanage sign that looked like that and had Swanage on the side, but it also had the Purbeck line written underneath, so that isn't like 100% correct, but back in the day that would have been there, sort of, but just not like that. So the bay platform has been represented well here, although mind you, I'm not sure about this gap here. I'm not certain that in reality this gap is actually here. And actually there is a walkway down here, I believe, which obviously gains access to the shed there, so that isn't actually represented there. So there should be like another fence here with a walkway, which is going into the shed, so that's not quite there. He's represented the co-op quite well here. That's looking quite smart. It's not the co-op. It's actually an Argos building from the West Highland Line extension route, I believe. Yeah, and that's, I suppose the building looks right, so we can get away with that. That looks pretty good. So well done on the placement of that. We've also got this strange building here. I don't exactly know what that's supposed to represent, but it's there. Swanage outside of the station, yeah, it looks alright. I mean, it's not, it's okay, it's not too bad. It is not too bad. Let's just say that, it's not too bad. Now, one of the issues I do have with this is the actual station building is too large. This canopy comes far too long. This needs to be cut down at least to about here. This just comes out far too long. This is far too long, far too far out. That's not like that in real life. It's not great. It don't look great like that. It should just be cut off about here. It's not. Yeah, it's actually the whole station's positioning is actually quite. Yeah, it's not quite there. It needs sorting. Anyway, back to it. The town of Swanage, he's got these buildings looking right. That all looks pretty cool. I'm liking the use of walking people in the streets. That's a really nice touch. So well done to him for that. However, we don't have the roundabout here, which is, that's not there, which is a shame. we have the town here, which is quite nicely represented. It's looking quite good. There's, like I say, he hasn't put as much effort into this as Portline Parker has with his version of trains. I do feel that there is very limited detail here at Swanage. It's very lacking. As you can see here, we don't have any of the sea or the beach. I mean, I can kind of understand that maybe he didn't want to overdo it because he wanted people to run the route better and not have any frame rate issues or frame rate problems. But even so, it would have been nice just to have that beach and the sea put in so at least we can see it, you know? But it's not there. And like I say, it's just seriously lacking in detail here at Swanage. It's not as good as what, you know, the other previous versions of Swanage I've seen in MSTS, and obviously Portline Parker's representation in trains. He's got the buses correct, sort of. These are the Breeze buses usually, but he's used Arriva ones as placements, which is good and fair enough. That looks good. Well done to him. So he's got them nicely done. We've also got a stagecoach one there, just plonked in there for no reason at all, but I suppose it looks quite nice just to mix it up a little bit. We've got this road which heads up to the bridge, which is a good representation. It's looking okay. And obviously we have the bridge here, which is sort of quite an iconic view at Swanage here. We can see the yard there with steam locos, sort of all prepping up there, and we have the yard represented here. I'm quite liking his use of dirty textures down here and all this crap down here. It's all looking quite realistic and nice. We have the coaling stage and stuff down here. I mean, we don't actually have the thing that sticks out and obviously heads over to the tender, but yeah, it's okay. It's not too bad. We also have the turntable, which is a really nice feature, as well as the goods shed as well there, which usually the M7 is plonked in there, but actually it's over there now, so it's over there, which is cool. We have the graveyard, which is good. I didn't think he actually included the graveyard on his version. Well, what's this? Okay, that's a bit of a bugbear there. It's missing texture in the floor. But I didn't think he actually included the graveyard. But there, yeah, nice job to him there. He's included the graveyard. That's good to see. It's quite nicely done here. I do think that... See, I just don't... This doesn't look quite right here in this section here. It just doesn't. I just don't think that there should be like a cutting bit down here. I just think that this should be... It just doesn't look... I don't know what it is. It just doesn't look quite right there. The cutting bit here. No. And it's the same with these bits here. It looks... The cutting actually here looks too steep. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure. This could just be me being picky. Yeah, no, it does look a bit steep there. I don't think it should be that steep, but I mean, fair play. He's tried. He's tried. He's done well at this. I can't knock him because he's done a good job, and it's good to see this route and Swanage actually in Train Simulator 2021 in Railworks, because it's needed it for quite some time, really. He's done some exquisite detail around here, I must admit. It's looking really cool up on the hillside here at Swanage. It's looking really quite nice. So well done to him for this, although I'm not really liking his use of giant buildings here. I don't think these are really well suited, these flats. I'm not sure if they're actually there in reality. They're not really... I don't really see big tall buildings at Swanage, but here you go, it is there. And it looks okay. Anyway, continuing, I think we should drive the train down the route, don't you? So today we're going to be using Bullied Battle of Britain Class 257 Squadron, which is what we used in Portline Parker's version of the route, funnily enough, as well. And we are going to be travelling down to Norden today. So let's get our train prepped. We've got to put ourselves into forward gear. Going to release our brakes. There we are, it should be releasing. Have we got a... We seem to have a set of AP Mark 1s, but we ain't got any window hanging views on them. That's just a pain, isn't it? Oh well. Loco brake release. Let's depart Swanage. Should have checked if my road was set actually, but yeah. It's the black 08. Speed limits are correct. Nice to see. Okay, I am going to be honest, yeah, he has done a good job at this. I can't knock it for that. Second Valve has done a good attempt for this. But as I say, I just think there's some areas that just does not look quite right. But that's just my opinion about this. Let me know in the comments, you guys, of what you think about this version of the route for Train Simulator 2021. And just see if there's anything that you think doesn't look quite right. And just, yeah, let me know. Okay, so I'm just checking my Facebook as we speak. There we are. So I think we've reached our 25 mark now, we have. So off we go. We've got a strange echo sound now all of a sudden just kicking in and playing for some unknown reason at this section. I don't know why that is, but there you go. He has done a good job. Oh, we've got some tile loading lag there. So this is Hurston Holt with our Southern Railway Pass, its signs and other bits and pieces, and he's got posters on. Okay, he has got posters on the sides. Okay, that's fair enough. We have sort of got this walkway here. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Certainly has gone overboard with this foliage around here. I mean, seriously, look at all of this. This is shocking. like I say, I do find it's a very different. It's a big difference. It's you know what I mean, between both versions of the Swanage I've seen, with obviously the trains one and the railworks one. Now, they both have, I don't know, yeah, see, I don't know really. I just, honestly, as a personal preference, and me personally, I prefer, obviously, Portline Parker's trains version. But as Railworks goes, it's great to see the route in Railworks and Train Simulator 2021, and this is good enough for that. This is nice to see. You know, if you want to drive Swanage in Railworks, you've got it here. Second Valve has done it here, and it's not too bad. I think he's done a good job. I think he's done a good attempt at it. But like I say, there is just some areas that I would say maybe he should have just put a little bit more time and effort into. Like, just for example, Swanage and that, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more detail to see the beach and stuff like that, you know, because I just feel that's missing, and that's just something that's quite important about it, you know. I mean, I could stick that in myself, but you know what I mean. But I just think there's just some bits missing. I don't know what it is. There's just bits missing, and there's bits that I think that just doesn't look quite there yet, you know. And this is coming from somebody who's been at Swanage and pretty much visited the railway every year of his life, basically. So I know this place completely off by heart. So this is done nicely here. It's nicely done here. We've got a nice crossing here. Good attempt. Liking the use of the wooden bits on there. I think these gradients are very fierce as well, right? See, we're coming up to one of the issues that I have, and I still cannot fix. I just cannot fix it, no matter how many times I install this. The canopy problem at Harmans Cross here. As we can see, look, it's just, this issue is a nightmare. I hate it. Look at this, these black canopies, they're hideous. You can't get rid of them. Okay, so here we are at Harmans Cross. Let's take a look around, shall we? So we've got the hideous black canopy issue, which I haven't been able to fix, no matter how many times I've reinstalled the bloody thing. We have a Harmans Cross signal box, but it just doesn't. Yeah, it just doesn't look And it was the same with the Swanage signal box earlier on, further back. I didn't show that actually, I should have done. It just doesn't look quite there. It just doesn't look the perfect representation, you know. I mean, it could be, I mean, it's close, but it's not, it's just, no, it's not, it could have been better. It could have been better. But I mean, it's a placement, I guess. We've got the coach on the floor, which is nice to see. I'm glad that that's here. That's looking really smart. Views, we've got the field here. We've got that sort of view, but it's good, okay? It's good. It is nice. Good on him for giving it a go, because we have needed Swanage in railworks, let's be honest. We've got the line side hut, which is nice to see. And we've got all this garbage down here, which is cool. It's nice to see those. And I'm liking the use of the wheelbarrow there as well. It's nice to see there. We've also got the old sidings here, which is usually stored like loads of shit in. And that's good to see. Excuse my swearing there, guys. Apologies. Okay, we've got signal poles. Yes, I like that. We've got the yes, sort of. He sort of attempted to do signal poles for the dollies for that, which is nice to see. The Southern Region UKTS signals. Prototypical yellowish picket fences here, which I believe are yellowish in real life, but we've got Harmans Cross signs. Okay, let's move on. We've got the road, so off we go. We got talking people I can hear, or maybe not. So here we are, coming up to Woody Hyde campsite, which is my local campsite. Oh, why is it blowing off like that? Yeah. So here is my local campsite, which is good to see. That gate should be metal and not wooden, but yeah, it's okay. It's all good. It's all there. It's okay, I guess. You should have used the metal gate really. But we've got a signal there, which that's been removed now. Actually, that doesn't. It's not actually there anymore. Sadly, it did look nice there as well, and it's good that he's put that there. But it's been removed now. It's not there anymore. It used to be there though. We've got a the shop's usually about here. Usually, it's not there usually, and the toilet block isn't there as well. He's just used a bungalow. But it's okay. Yeah, it's looking quite nice. We've got we've got these caravans here, which are nicely placed and looking okay. So Woody Hyde isn't looking too bad. We've got the bridge here as well heading down. which is good to see. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. It's not too bad. Heading down Corfe Common now. This is a downhill gradient, obviously towards Corfe Castle now. He's done a good attempt on this, but like I say, I'm not getting that feel as much. I'm just not getting that feeling, you know. I'm not getting that excitement as much as what, you know, I thought I would get with this. Because there was a lot of requirements for this route, and a lot of freeware requirements. It would have been nice to obviously see a lot more custom assets, I guess. And yeah, it's just, there's areas that gradients wise and detail wise and the way it looks, which are just not captured as well as other representations of the route that we've seen. It's a good attempt and it looks really nice for what he's done, but if I'm going to put as a personal preference, as I say, there are other better versions of the route out there. But despite that, he's done a good job at this and I like it. But the issues are a problem, because I've still got issues on this route and I can't get rid of them. The canopy problem is a pain in the arse, and obviously when we come up to Norden you'll see my other issue I have with the route, with the missing narrow gauge track. As you can see, we've got Corfe Castle in the background over there as we approach the station. There we go, here we are at Corfe Castle. So we've got the station building here, which is nicely represented. Got the canopy here. Station forecourt. Let's have a look at the Banker's Arms, shall we? It's just a house this time. So this is the Banker's Arms. He hasn't actually put the garden in. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? The garden's not there with the... Yeah, he hasn't done the Banker's Arms really, has he? He's just made it a house. That's a bit of a shame, isn't it? Corfe Castle looks nice. It's up there, looking pretty alright. It's not too bad, is it? It's represented up there. It's looking okay. We've got that nice view. Look, we have. It's there. It's sort of there. Yeah. Look at that. Not bad. We've got the church there, and you can see the station over there. We've got the brilliant hill that we usually go up to watch trains. Yeah, look at this. It's got the usually that's stone, but it's brick in this, but it's there. The viaduct is there towards Norden. This whole Corfe Castle village looks good. So if anyone is interested in this route, actually, because I forgot to mention, so this is a freeware route from Steam Sound Supreme by Second Valve, so you can find this route on the Steam Sound Supreme website. It has all of the information and details on how to get this route, and obviously the DLC and freeware assets that are required to run it. So if you want to get this route for your Railworks collection, then please head over to Steam Sound Supreme website, and that is where you'll find this Swanage Railway by Second Valve for Train Simulator 2021. Anyway, moving on, it's time to depart Corfe Castle and head ourselves down to Norden, which is our final stop on this journey today. He's got the lamps nicely represented here. He's got all the nice lamps, and we've got a line-side hut here as well. Got the appropriate station signs. They're looking pretty cool, aren't they? That's very appropriate right there, with the big lettering. Corfe Castle signal box. Yeah, looks okay. Got some geezer in there, just chilling. And got the bridge over the road there. Looks nice to see. Got a fantastic view of the castle. I just love this, such an iconic view. Just seeing the view of the Corfe Castle from the track, it's nice to see, and it's quite well captured here as well. So it's a good job on him for that. We've also got a really nice texturing here on the cliff face here, with all the Purbeck stone and stuff like that. It's all really nicely represented there, which is good to see. We've also got that crap just before the station, which is all here and looking good. That whistle sign should be further up, actually just before the bridge, but it's there, looking good. We've got my crossing, which I videoed and record trains go past like this, which is good to see. It even has the stop, look, listen board, and I'm not sure if that's there in reality or not. I can't really remember, but it's there. We don't have the path coming up to here though, however, with the gates and stuff, like it should. So we're heading into Norden now. We've got the whistle board outside of Norden there, which is nicely represented. We've also got Norden Bridge here. You can also see where my narrow gauge track is missing. We've also got the Canopy issue here at Norden as well, so it's not just Harmans Cross, Norden has the issue as well. So here we are at Norden, guys, the last final destination on our route. We're not going to go down to Wareham, we're just going to do this section here, because I don't think, he hasn't even done down to Wareham, look. So it's literally just a preserved section. This is the part where trains come and obviously do the visits, the visits and stuff. We've got the signals there. We've got Norden ground frame, the signal box there. This is the same sort of building as a Swanage signal box. Not, but it's there. It's looking quite good. We've got missing signals there. I don't know what that's. Maybe that's just not quite there yet, not complete. So we've got all the sheds and line-side huts. We've also got the where we exchange tokens. That's good to see that. I'm glad that that's there. So we've got the token exchanges with the lamps. It's quite cool, that, doesn't it? We've got the crossing, although it's missing two of these on this side though. The lights are missing on this side. That's interesting. We've got pathways along here to the road. This goes to the main road, I believe, which is here, which is good to see. He's done the main road nicely. This is the part where Mum and Dad dropped me off and I went and walked up to get to the crossing over here. So that's represented there. But here's Mineral Miner Museum. So we have those, as I say, we have the issues with missing narrow gauge track. Mind you, I think they've got rid of the milk bottles to show where there's missing assets, which is interesting. Usually, oh no, here they are. So yeah, so the milk bottles indicate where I have missing track. As you can see, my narrow gauge is missing, and I still can't fix that no matter how many times I reinstall the route. It's really annoying actually, but there you go. We have the Purbeck Mineral Miner Museum represented here. And this is that bit that goes to the underground section underneath in here, look, which is all well and good. We have a slight bit of narrow gauge. Well, no, the narrow gauge is supposed to go in here, isn't it? But we don't have it, of course. That's our way into the museum centre, which is all really nicely captured actually. It's a really nice job done by him. And this is where the narrow gauge would go, and obviously we just don't have the track, which is a bit of a shame. But there you go. We also have the park and ride section of Norden, so you know, people park up and ride on the train to Swanage. And yeah, we also have this coach on the floor here, and some other bits and pieces like this. Oh, that's nice. I like how he's put the signal levers in here. It's good to see. We've also got a boiler in there to keep the geyser warm. Private, no admittance except on business. It's nice to see the warning signs and stuff like that all on the side of the building. Some containers down here. Got all the got more missing assets here with the milk bottle there, obviously. Got seats and other bits and pieces here at Norden. The bird's nest is usually here. And there you go. So there you have it, guys. That was my look of Second Valve's Swanage Railway for Railworks Train Simulator 2021. I think he's done a cracking job of it. Go and take a look at it on Steam Sound Supreme. That's where you can download it for Railworks. My opinions on it are obviously strictly my opinions. I'm just being honest with what I've seen. I'm well known around Swanage. Well, I wouldn't say well known around Swanage, but I've been there pretty much since I was 3 years old, and I'm now 24. So I've been there for at least 20 years of my life. Keep going there every year just for holidays and things. So I know the route very well. And like I say, my opinion on it is Second Valve's done a really good attempt, but there is areas here and there which I think doesn't look quite right, or this doesn't look quite right, because I'm quite picky like that. I'm just one of these people. And like I say, there's areas that I would say that I just think that could have been done nicer. Like, I just think it needed to be a bit more detail around Swanage. And it is an awful shame that he didn't actually model the pub and the Banker's Arms at Corfe Castle even. And yeah, and there's just bits and pieces that are missing, which I just find that he should have done really and sorted out. But there you go. And the canopy issues are pain, and as well as the missing track. So it is quite a nightmare to install this route. For others it might be okay, so don't get put off with the fact that my canopies and track isn't working, because it might just be my PC or my version. But no matter how many times I've tried to reinstall it, I just cannot fix that track or the canopies. So if anyone knows how I can fix that, then please let me know. But yeah, so this has been Samuel Beeman of BLS. This is my last episode of Series 2 of reviews and previews. And then we're going to head on to a new series of reviews and previews very soon. So again, thank you for watching, guys. I'll link the link to the Steam Sound Supreme website in the description of the video. I'll also link our website at BLS in the description, as well as our Facebook page as well. So thanks for watching, guys. This has been Samuel Beeman of BLS, and goodbye for now.